Hello everyone, Tiniestofchibis here, and we are back with Twisted Wonderland. I had to get out of this to get into it because there's I don't know why, and I probably should look into it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But it's being weird, so I'm gonna try to figure out what that's problem about. I had started 8, but then I had to get out of it because I went and checked it and I turned the knob and blah 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 blah. So I'm hoping we're not going to have issues with this thing, but we'll see. Legendary 7. Give me a minute, because I'm also, right now, I'm trying to trim so that way I can upload the previous episodes. Actually, hold up. We're going to end it out here. Yeah. But, yeah. So that would be fine. So yeah, I'm trying to trim and set shit up. I need to make sure that I trim. Hopefully I fucking remember to trim the horse. Oh. Dear, you scared me. So I'm trying to multitask right now. Because it's already about, it's November, the beginning of November right now. And so I'm kind of pushing it right now. Which is ironic because I have some episodes that I have up until next year. But yeah, December for some reason I'm being very fucking, I don't know. So what are the other dorms like then? As Kater mentioned earlier, the dorms of this school are named after the grade 7. It is recording, I can tell you that, but I don't know what the time frame is. We have our dorm, Hearts, modeled after the strictest Queen of Hearts. To run down the rest of them for you, we have Savannah Claw, the only one I can actually fucking pronounce, based on the persistent spirit of the King of Beasts. Octavanal, based on the benevolent heart of the Sea Witch. Octavanal, I don't know. Garbana, based on the mindful personality of the Sorcerer of the Sand. I just usually call this one Scar. Just Scar. Because that's what I can see. And then I usually just refer to Ursula's dorm as Ursula's dorm. Or maybe octave. And just end it there. Palmaflori. Honestly, I just think of this as Ville's dorm. I'm like, oh, Ville's dorm. Based on the tenacity of the fairest queen. Ignahide? I think that's what it is. Ignahide. Based on the diligence of the king of the underworld. And this one's just Hades' dorm for me. And finally, Disomina. Nina. Dostomina. What am I trying to be, Russian or something? Based on the noble spirit of the Thorn Fairy. And then, that one's just Maleficent's dorm to me, because I'm not working. Actually, hold on, let me check something. Okay, I just wanted to check something, make sure I wouldn't. Okay, so I already did that one. Just did that one. That's taken. Makes me sound less stupid. All those names are way too long. How is anyone supposed to remember? Well, you get the idea what to or not and learn them soon enough. At orientation, the dark mirror picks a dorm for you based on the essence of your being. As a resort, oh my gosh, can I not fucking speak? The answer is apparently no. As a result, each dorm ends up with a distinct sort of flavor, we call it. That is so true. I totes see it. Flavor, huh? For example, look at that guy. It's Jack! I actually just had a conversation with somebody, and I ended up listing like characters and stuff, because they did like this meme thingamabob, and basically, like my ranking was like Jack was good boy, and Deuce is best boy. Oh, and if you were wondering, both Trey and Malleus are husbandos. For example, look at that guy. True. I think, let's be honest, I'll be like, doggy ears. I'll be like, dog ears. I don't know if I would be like, if I would think Inuyasha first, dog ears, or furry. Probably not furry, because that's never the first thing that comes to mind. Might be the second or third thing, though. Actually, I might think of him as more cat ears. I'm like, ooh, ears. Cat ears. That's the rough and tumble vibe he got has Savannah Claw written all over it. Ironically, Jack isn't really he doesn't really fit with most of Savannah Claw. He's like a really good boy. And honestly, him and Deuce are probably some of the the only freshmen I would really, really get along with. Apple, so. I mean, I could probably talk to him, but I don't think I would be always wanting to talk to him. I think I would just think of more as an acquaintance. But with Deuce, since we're in the same class, I would probably get along with him very well. Jack, while not in the same class, he's actually a pretty cool guy. So I think I would get along with Jack relatively well, given his personality. Yes, he's a bit of a tsundere, but I feel like even with that comp set, I would still be able to get along with him because he's still kind of really cool and he's not a dick. And he's also, as much as I would prefer to probably be more connected with Ida, I'm probably a little more like fucking Riddle more than I would like to admit. Because I'm I'm kind of really set on the rules and stuff. I'm like, so these are the rules and they gotta be followed. You know. Yes, I can be like, well, you can bend the rules a little bit depending on the rules and depending on who the person I'm dealing with. But I kind of like being like, this is the rules. These are what we have to follow by, we need to stick to it. I'm a little bit of a stick in the mud. So I feel like with the way Jack is, I would probably be able to get along with him better than I would with a lot of other characters. So for the freshmen, I think I would be really pretty cool with Jack and also Deuce, because Deuce, while being a bit of a troublemaker and always getting into trouble, it's not really Deuce's fault, because what's usually the problem is Deuce ends up being dragged into it or being negged on. So if Ace wasn't around, because usually the problem starts because of Ace and Grim, and they're the ones that usually cause the problems, and Deuce just happens to get dragged into it. So when he's not around Ace, he does pretty well on his own. So I think if Deuce is also trying to be good. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit of a delinquent, I think, but still, I think I would be able to get along with Deuce pretty well, given that fact, especially since he's he's trying to do good for his mom and stuff. It's really sweetie. He's like a good sweetie. So like, I think I would be able to get along with him as well as Jack, like I said. Let's continue. Full of scrappy guys who are into like working out and fighting. How should I describe the vibe? Macho dudes? Gruff big brother or something along the lines? The black and gold armbands is another giveaway. Huh. Alright. So what about the guy with the gray and purple cord around his arm? Now that's Azul. Now, my problem with Azul, like, I love Azul, like, aesthetically. I love his, like, the dorm outfits very well. I like a lot of things about Azul. I really do. But he gives off Kabuto vibes. And I'm like, fuck, I can't deal with Kabuto vibes. I can't. I'm like, I can't. Like, I can't. I can't deal with the Kabuto vibes. And, like, because, like, if you've watched Naruto, like, the first, like, and you watched it before Kabuto was, like, when Kabuto was first introduced, like, you know, I had, like, fell in love with him, because I was like, oh my gosh, you know, he was, like, one of my crushes, and then I found out he was evil, and I was so heartbroken, because I can't be with an evil guy, because I was like, man, feeling like fucking, what was this, Obi-Wan, I think it's Obi-Wan, it's like, you were the chosen one, bullshittery, so yeah. But I still love Azul, and I still like, but I could not, given how, like, you know, he conducts himself and like that. I don't think I would be able to get along with, like, I could get along with him, like, in a strictly, you know, business partner type of way, or like, you know, down to business type of shenanigans. But I don't think I would be able to get along with him in a, you know, friend type of way. It would just be a partner's or co-worker shenanigans with him. I could not be any further than that, because I don't, with his personality, I don't think I would be able to get along with him. And like, I'm too distrusting to be able to be like, yeah, I trust you. I'm like, nah. Like, no. It's like, I appreciate the hustle, but you need to stop with that hustle and not involve me. Thank you very much. He's gotta be from Octave's house. Of course you know he's there, cause like, and the student sitting at the table in front of him has a red and gold armband. Scaraboss collars. And that's both. Like, I find it funny. It's like both the house warden and, like, so you're pointing out, well, but then again, it has to be like main characters and not side characters. The thing is, though, it has to, like, they have to show the second years for that one, because those are the only ones where main characters, there are no freshmen. Because, yeah, because the others have freshmen. The only two, well, sort of technically, the other, like, they're the only two without any freshmen. Sort of. Those dorms are for the smart students. They're always neck and neck in academic ranks. But the current house warden of Garb doesn't seem to be all that good of a student. And here Carter goes off on some tangent. You learn fast. Let's get back on topic. You see the flashy one with the purple and red armband? Those are porphyrin colors. I swear to gosh, I hate these goddamn names. Like, why are the names so fucking complicated? Like, can we not have easier to fucking say names? Like, come on, seriously? It's like the most complicated names that they can give them. And I'm like, why? Why are you giving me names that I cannot fucking pronounce? The answer? Because my life hates me. Anyway. Oh, wait. Sorry. I like how I keep going on for tangents and stuff like that. But, you guys already know that I'm going to be going off on all these tangents and shit. So there is that. Like, you guys are hearing, like, me do, like, snippets in the background. well, the episodes I'm trying to go through and trim real quick so that I can upload them are actually the episodes that are going to be coming out right after all these Twisted Wonderland episodes. So you can guess which game it is. Spoiler alert. But I think I did discuss on in October what the game was going to be coming out next. Though I'm trying to think and figure out if I want to. Let me just skip this part. Okay, so let's just scroll a little bit. My stomach hurts. Am I starting here? Okay, so like just straight up 4. Oops. I'm just gonna start there. Anyway, I'm gonna hurry up and try to at least get to 2 fucking episodes before, like 2 like books, chapters or whatever, before I get out of this. Flashy one with purple and red armbands. Those are purple colors. Whoa, the girl with the potion book. I really like her. What's she doing in an all-boys school? You two are such morons. There aren't any girls officially enrolled in here. What? Like, okay, so I know some people will be like, oh, well, that line would be an argument that, you know, that you isn't a girl or your character isn't a girl. But he said officially. Well, technically, you and Grimm are considered one student. So, while you could still be a girl, Grimm is also considered you, so it's kind of like a weird... So you're under some weird different circumstances. You're not... So there's a weird circumstances where you can be like, well, the argument says that, you know, Speaking of girls, there's a portrait in the West Hall who's a real booty. Ah! Oh, by the way, I'm going to pause this real quick because I got to do something real quick. Oops. Just pause. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't do some weird shenanigans because I did have it slightly making sure that that's playing. Because I did have it paused and stuff. What are we going to not do again, Ellie? Okay, we're not going to throw up. Okay, that's what I was trying to tell you. Ow. Luckily, it was like near the bathroom, so I can just flush it. Just throw it, pick it up, throw it into the toilet. Just flush it. Flush the throw up. Cap. It's fine to put cap. Throw up and... Yeah, that should be fine. Anyway. Rosalia, I'd like to meet her. Happy to introduce you. Maybe we can set something up. Painting hard pass. I don't care how cute she is. If she's 2-dimensional. Come on, who cares how many dimensions she's got anyway? They take vanity pretty seriously at Performance, so it's basically a dorm full of models. Their house warden has numbers. It'll be like, so hundreds plays, thousands plays, like really good. And that is like 5 million? So yeah, that should be million. 5 million followers on Magicam. Hey now, they're not all just pretty faces. The students that perform are among the best potions in casting curses. True that. Next we got Ignaheim. Their armbands are blue and black, but I don't see any around here. They tend not to be the most outgoing of students. Even I don't have a single friend from that dorm. Honestly, I would totally fucking be in that dorm, given my personality. Like, I'm not tech savvy, which would probably be the one thing that would probably keep me from being there. But personality wise, yeah. Oh, no more fries for me. They're kind of the polar opposite of us fun loving hearts. So they're gloomy and miserable? Hey, no need to put it like that. They just have reputation for being quiet and serious is all. Their dorm tends to attract magic energy engineers and students who are good with tech. And that just leaves, gosh, even fucking Deuce don't know how to pronounce that shit. Dihonyoloria, was it? You were off to a good start, and then you rammed into the guardrails. It's dysomia. I know that. I just misspoke, alright? Dysomia House is look over there. Those guys in the special seating area. You can tell from the neon green and black armbands, they're basically campus celebrities. The vibe they give off is real hard for regular schmucks like us to even approach them. And their house warrant is that times 1,000. There's a little kid in that group. We do get some children prodigies here. But that guy there is no kid. He's a junior like us. Name's Lydia von Rogue. Okay. The funny thing, the super hilarious funny thing is Ilya is actually like 5. He's like 5 something. I think he's taller than Riddle, who I think is like 5'2" or something like. No. Yeah. Like Riddle is like 5'2" or some shit like that, right? So he's like relatively tall. And Lydia's taller than him. I think he's like 5'3" or some shit like that. I'll have to relook up his height. But the shortest character in Twisted Wonderland is Ortho at like 4'8". And I'm just an inch and a half taller than Ortho. So I love how they're always like, oh, they're short, he's short. And I'm like, he's taller than me though. Because everybody's taller than me. A tragedy. It's very much a tragedy. I'm like, why is everybody so tall? And I am just a short little munchkin just everywhere. Like, so I always get like smiley, like, whenever they're like calling like some of the guys short. And I'm like, they're taller than me though. Stop calling them short when they're fucking taller than me. But I think, let's be honest, because I'm a girl, I think, the whole preference of like the height shenanigans is slightly different because I'm like, and I think they would kind of just ignore the fact that I'm small and just chalk it up. Oh, she's a girl, it's fine. So it's like, that's kind of my thought process is like, because I'm a girl, it's kind of like, she's short, it's fine, it's whatever. But stop, like, it's like, stop calling these people short when they're fucking tall. At least to me, my goddamn short ass height. Wah! He just teleported. I understand my apparent age interests you, as this bespectacled fellow accurately notes. Mind you, Ilya is the oldest person in the entire school. Like, he's like 700 years old. Gotta thank them Fae genes. Despite my fresh face, boyish good looks, it would be inaccurate to call me a child. Fresh face, he says. You need not gawk at us from afar. You may feel free to speak with us directly. We are schoolmates, are we not? All of us at the Somia House welcome you without reservation. And And yet those guys over there aren't exactly rolling out the red carpet in terms of approachability. Jekyll's, forgive me for appearing above you during your meal. I do hope we can speak again. Their table has got to be over 20 yards away from ours, and they overheard our conversation? That's way creepy. Well, Destormia's house does have a bit of reputation for a lot of special students. Some of them are extremely talented at magic. Their house warden, Malleus Dracana, is considered to be one of the 5 best mages in the world. Malleus is real bad news, though I suppose the same could be said of our own dear house warden. No kidding, he collared me for eating 1 slice of tart. All his rude sessions is out of control. My rule session is out of control, is it? You bet it is. Riddle is just shit. How does he not realize he's talking to Riddle? Who knows? It's stupid. Anyway, so like, I kind of like hate how they kind of ignore Ilya. They just, but then again, it does happen in a conversation, and I would know, you know, how many times I'll be talking to somebody, and then kind of like my speech gets kind of cut off, and I'm like, oh, okay. Pretty tyrant who leans into the whole rule shtick as a pretext to keep everyone under his puny thumb. Ace, behind you! Boy, house warden! Okay, so, what was it? I was like on Tumblr earlier, like a few days ago. I mean, I was on earlier, but like, I think the image I'm trying to explain to you guys, I saw a few days ago, so, where it's like from the manga, I think it was, where it's like a couple of the rules, and you have a Riddle kind of like staring at people and stuff. And he was kind of like getting like just kind of glaring at people who were breaking the rules. But I guess because they were not from his dorm. Well, they weren't from his dorm because he was looking at Ruggy and then Floyd. But like there are a couple of the rules. I don't understand the rule, but I kind of can figure what it was because Ruggy was drinking some like a carton milk tea. And I don't know what the Pacific rule is, but, you know, Riddle was very annoyed that he was drinking the milk tea. So he was kind of glaring at Ruggy, but then he was also glaring at Floyd. And, like, you can kind of, like, focus on the milk tea for Ruggy, which I guess, I don't know if he was mad because Ruggy was drinking the carton of milk tea from a star, or because it was milk tea, or if he was, and like at first you kind of just see him glaring at Floyd's teeth, like his mouth, and some people were like, people in the comments were like, well, kind of speculating why was he doing that, you know. Some people who are into the Floyd Riddle ship were like, oh, you know, ha ha ha, and some were like, is there something wrong with his teeth? And then somebody explains it, and I do remember this rule being mentioned in the game, where one of the rules is, like, I don't remember which, I don't know if I read it in one of the like, one of the card things, or if it's mentioned in the story outright, but one of the rules states that after you eat, like, you can't sit and loiter around. Like, you have to get up and leave after 15 minutes. You just can't hang around and sit there the entire time and just chit chat. Because once you're done eating, you gotta. Hold on. What's that? Me of the past. I get penalized if you slip for a second. So, the first time, like, I missed 3 rings, so I got penalized for 9 seconds. The second time. Oh, you know what? I think this one's fine. I think what happened is the wonkiness of the time frame. So we'll just leave that one alone. That's the problem when you're trying to keep text stuff. Anyway. Oh, I guess I was done with that. Mealtime chat. Maybe this is where he kind of gets mad at us. Who knows? No, maybe I'll do the rhythm part right now. In this episode, we'll see. You know what? 59, 59. You know what? Yeah, let's just let it run. Because I don't know if this... I want, like, just to let you know, like, I'm not ending the episode. The past me was ending the episode. Like I said, I'm trimming everything and trying to get everything. Okay, so yeah, this one's going to be shorter than an hour, which is good. I'll just actually shift that to a minute so I can fucking scroll through this shit. Blah, house warden. Hey, Riddle, what's shaking, pal? You're looking adorbs as always. Carter, keep running that mouth, and you'll lose it along with the rest of your head. Sorry, my bad. Mwah, you're the guy. Okay, so that was like 29, so like go back to 25 there. That's the problem when you're trying to do like 20 things at the same time. So it's 28. Because you're trying, I have to do this, I gotta do that. And I probably should have already had this all done, and I probably could have. But I kept like pushing it off, and now I'm kind of running a little too close for comfort for my liking. But Mario, you're the guy who put the stupid collar on me at orientation ceremony. And you're the new students who were nearly expelled yesterday. I'll ask that you not refer to my signature spell as a stupid collar. The head mage's habit of tolerating rule breakers like you is going to send this entire campus sprawling into chaos one day. Oh shit, you know what I just remembered? Speaking of rules and shenanigans. I should put this in the fridge. Sorry, Ellie, please do not. Because blah blah blah, food handling, blah blah blah, food safety, blah 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 blah. Scusami la gatto. I did not eat my sandwich, but maybe I'll eat later. Those who break the rules should have their heads removed immediately without expectation. Dude, seriously? This guy looks like a wimp, but talks like a monster. The head mage may have forgiven you, but if you break any further rules, I assure you I will not. So, listen, House Warden, sir. Any chance I could get you to remove this collar? I know I had intended to remove it once taken an opportunity to reflect upon your crimes, but I have not detected as much as a hint of remorse in the foolishness I've heard you spout today. So I think I'll let you keep that for a while. Don't worry, the freshman's curriculum is more focused on magic theory than practice, and your inability to use magic will help prevent incidents along the lines of what happened yesterday. My dear, what do you want? You probably want food, don't you? Nessia! Shush! You're lucky I find you adorable. You know that, right? Yes. There you go. Shush. Taylor. Eat that. Eat what's there. Favoritism is rampant in this household, and I would prefer to keep it that way. Is that wrong? Probably. Do my cats understand it? Probably not. Probably they do. Actually, probably they do. Let's be honest. But I ain't dealing with this bullshittery.